This is a product review for two popular self-cleaning litter boxes. This one is from Pet Snowy and this one is from SMARTELF. I was gifted this Pet Snowy litter box by the brand, but my opinions on it are my own. In this video, I just want to give you a quick overview of the various features of these two litter boxes, how they compare, some pros and cons, so hopefully by the end of the video, you will be equipped to make a decision. The Pet Snowy is so easy to assemble. You just take the drum and you put it down in the base like so, and you can easily pour litter in the top. Then you take the litter collection mat and you set it down in the base as well. It is made of rubber and it's really easy to clean whenever you need to. Then you take the top and you just click it into place. A trash bag will already be installed in the waste collection bin, so you just plug it in, you press the R button for it to do a self-check, and it is good to go. Now for the SMARTELF. The first thing you want to do is pour that litter in the tray, push that tray all the way till it hits the back of the litter box. And then for the footstool, you'll want to make sure you press in these little tabs on the sides whenever you are pushing it in, and that will actually lock it in place so that the step doesn't slide around when the cat jumps on top of it. The next thing is to install these little red foam pieces. First, you'll want to put it in here on the right side, and then on the left side, you'll insert one as well. Next, you plug the cord into the machine, and then you plug the other side into the outlet. You'll notice all these lights light up, and you'll long press the first button to turn off the machine, and then press the fourth button to the right, and that will lift up the rake, and you will want to make sure that rake is functioning correctly before you allow your cat to use the machine. If that rake is working correctly, then simply hit that rake button again to put it back down into position. Then you'll want to go ahead and install the cover on the back. You just simply snap it into place, and then you make sure that the waste bin is lined with the trash bag, and the litter box will come with 2 rolls of bags. At this point, you'll want to press the on button again to turn the machine back on, and I like to go ahead and turn on the nighttime mode as well as the light. Then you'll want to set the time on the clock so that the machine will go into nighttime standby mode at the correct time each day. As you can see, these are not equal in ease of setup. It is way easier to set up this Pet Snowy than it is this SMARTELF. The SMARTELF probably took about 30 minutes from out of the box to totally set up, whereas the Pet Snowy took less than 10. So that is one big difference. However, once this is set up, I really do like the design of it. I like this step that collects the litter as the cat jumps out. It does a really good job minimizing the mess on the ground. Even though the Pet Snowy has a litter collection mat, a lot of litter still gets tracked out on my cat's paws. So it would probably be good to invest in a separate litter mat to have in front of this litter box as well. Another thing that I really like about these two litter boxes in particular is there is never a point in time during a cleaning cycle when the waste collection bin is exposed to the air in the room. So these do a great job containing the smells. Now, the Pet Snowy has a built-in fan that after a cleaning cycle, it will blow air through a fragrance tab, and it actually blows the most amazing fragrance out. It smells amazing. So it actually makes the room smell good after a cleaning cycle. Whereas the SMARTELF has this special UV light that is designed to specifically kill odor molecules, and it does a fantastic job. But there are no good smells coming out of it. It's basically just minimizing the bad smells. But they both do a really good job from an odor management standpoint. Here is the Pet Snowy clean cycle. You can see that as the drum rotates to dump out the waste, there is never a point in time where the odor from the waste bin has a chance to seep out into the room. And so that helps a lot to control the odor. Here's what a cleaning cycle looks like. The door will automatically shut and it will be doing the cleaning cycle, and the light will be blinking green. And when it's done, the door will open back up. As you can see from that video, the SMARTELF has a really safe design where it has this electronic door that shuts and keeps the cat out during a clean cycle. So the cats can't go in and out and disrupt those clean cycles, and it's very safe for the cats. There's also a safety feature with the Pet Snowy where if the cat goes in after a cleaning cycle has begun, it will sense the weight of the cat and it will pause the cleaning cycle until the cat has left. These have very different waste collection bin sizes. The SMARTELF is very small compared to the Pet Snowy. So that's something to consider, especially if you have multiple cats and the waste is going to build up very fast. you're going to want to pick a litter box that has a larger waste collection bin. The sizes of these litter boxes are also very different. The Pet Snowy takes up a lot of space on the floor, and the SMARTELF also has a fairly large footprint, but not quite as large as the Pet Snowy. So that is something to consider as well, depending on the floor space you have available. Also, both of these come with apps that you can download on your phone, and you can adjust all kinds of settings, like how long the litter box waits before it initiates a clean cycle, when to run the deodorizing cycles. You can track all your cat's analytics and things like that. Overall, these are both excellent litter boxes, but for different reasons. So the things that I love about the SMARTELF are the UV light odor elimination and also the safety features. I love that it has the electronic closing door, so there's never a risk of my cat getting in during a cleaning cycle. And also that UV light will automatically turn off when the cat enters the box, so it's not going to pose any risk to the cat at all. What I really like about the Pet Snowy is that everything is contained inside the box. You don't see the litter. You don't see the cat using his business in the box. It's all contained. Also, I just think the look of it is very aesthetically pleasing. I like how it looks in my home more than I like how the SMARTELF looks. Now, the downside is if you have a very large cat or a skittish cat, they may be hesitant to try and go into this litter box because it is so enclosed. So that is something to consider. Another downside is the litter leakage from the paws. It doesn't happen as much with this SMARTELF because of this step right here. So that is something else to consider as well. Now, my cat actually does prefer the Pet Snowy, but it did take him a few days to get acclimated. He didn't use the bathroom in it for 2 full days. But what I did during that time was I would just every now and then put some treats in here in this first little area just to kind of lure him into there. And then I started putting treats in the drum area, and eventually he got brave enough to go all the way in. And after 2 days of going in and out, he was very comfortable. And now this is his preferred litter box. But anyway, I hope that all this information has been helpful for you and you feel better equipped to make the best decision for you.